Good evening, classmates, and to Professor Bench. Ang research proposal ko po is entitled Exposure and Perception of Local Tour Guides Towards the Information Campaign on the Prevention and Elimination of the Worst Forms of Child Labor in Balete, Batangas. To give you the highlights of my research proposal, the Philippine tourism, as we know, is an important component of our economy. It generates over 5 million employment to both the formal and informal sectors. In particular, the local tour guiding is one of the major tourism jobs of people in coastal areas where tourism is increasingly considered to be a major industry. The municipality of Balete in Batangas is one area in the Philippines that is known for ecotourism, particularly tour guiding. The local boatmen and horsemen are working as tour guides in Balete, Batangas for tourists who want to experience the beauty of Taal volcano and serve as a major role in educating tourists about the country's heritage, history, culture, and the environment. Moreover, community guiding is one of the major sources of income of the tour guides in Balete, Batangas. The DENR has also considered the area as one of the protected areas of DENR for Taal volcano is considered to be an active volcano that can erupt anytime. Aside from the natural beauty, the local area of Balete has also attracted commercial institutions seeking to capitalize the booming tourism industry. As of today, there are 80 local tour guides, both men and horsemen, who are currently registered in the municipal government of Balete. So we have this law about the eliminating of the worst forms of child labor. Children should not be engaged in hazardous and dangerous work of being boatmen and horsemen. But currently, there are children engaged in such hazardous and dangerous work in Balete, Batangas due to poverty and lack of decent employment opportunities for their parents. The study examines the potential effects of the development of an effective information campaign materials of the municipal government of Balete, Batangas in disseminating Republic Act 9231 or the Act Against the Worst Forms of Child Labor to the local tour guides' behaviors and perceptions about the law. Given such information, the study aims to explore whether a behavioral or attitudinal change on the part of the tour guides will impact their decisions to end their children's participation in the hazardous and dangerous work of tour guiding. The proposed study intends to examine key fundamental questions including the following. 1. What are the most effective information campaign materials which can be used by the municipal government to communicate effectively the law to the local tour guides and their families? 2. How exposure to such information campaign about the law can affect their perception, behaviors, and attitudes and views about the law? And how do the local tour guides intend to observe and implement the law? The objectives of the study are the following. 1. To identify strategic areas of effective information dissemination campaign materials to be used by the municipal government of Balete, Batangas on RA 9231. 2. To identify how exposure to the information campaign can affect their perception, behaviors, and attitudes and views about the law. And 3. To examine how the local tour guides intend to observe and adopt the law. So I made the review of literature and then discuss the theoretical framework. The theory that I used is that of stages of change, the best known theory of behavior change by James Prochaska and Carlo Di Clementi, which was developed in the late 1970s and early 80s. This model has been used for a wide range of primarily health-related behaviors, including weight loss and alcohol and drug problems. The central idea is that behavior change comprises 6 stages, with people progressing from one to the next at their own pace. The 6 stages of the change are 1. Pre-contemplation, 2. Contemplation, 3. Preparation, 4. Action, 5. Maintenance, 6. Termination. The model, according to him, can provide a useful way of identifying where an individual is in their change journey and understanding what this means for targeting and messaging. According to Prochaska and Di Clemente, individuals who are interested in changing their behavior may be a useful primary target for any communications activity. This theoretical framework will help the study in identifying the current stage of change of the boatmen and horsemen so that they can change their behavior, attitudes, and views on child labor. Likewise, this theoretical framework will help on identifying what effective information or communication campaign materials to develop for them given the stage of change the tour guides are into. The methodology that I will use is the self-administered questionnaire to collect data from the research participants. These particular questionnaires will have both closed and open-ended questions to enable an open communication between the researcher and the subjects. The research design is a quantitative descriptive survey design to test relationships and examine cause and effect interactions among variables. A survey will be conducted to obtain the information from a sample of boatmen and horsemen where they will respond to a series of questions. The survey will have sections on demographics, history of work, perception, statements, knowledge about the law, and other important situations and scenarios. The study will be held at the municipal government of Balete in Batangas. The respondents of the study, the sample study population will be approximately 20 boatmen and 10 horsemen in Balete, Batangas, who are currently working as tour guides. They will participate in the survey through the self-administered questionnaire. The convenient sample size is 30 tour guides who are available and willing to participate in the research. After the data was collected, data will be analyzed by using descriptive statistics using N vivo. Frequency tables will be drawn, and from this, the data will be presented in pie diagrams and bar graphs. Simple random sampling will be used in the study to ensure that the sample adequately represents the target tour guide population in Balete, Batangas. I will randomly select the participants based on odd or even numbers based on the assigned numbers of the participants. So this is the video presentation of my study entitled Exposure and Perception of Local Tour Guides Towards the Information Campaign on the Prevention and Elimination of the Worst Forms of Child Labor in Balete, Batangas. Thank you.